All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're tackling something that trips a lot of people up in the 4G3W economy. We're talking about the huge difference between just getting your money back and actually generating wealth. And trust me, understanding this distinction, it changes everything. So let's just jump right in with a simple question, right? Is getting a refund the same thing as earning a reward? I mean, on the surface, maybe it sounds similar, but, and this is a big but, in this economic model, the answer to that question is the key to unlocking, well, pretty much everything about how it's designed to work. And that leads us straight into our first point. We've got to clear up a really common mix-up that honestly keeps a lot of people from seeing the bigger picture here. Okay, so this right here, this is the core of the whole misunderstanding. So many people confuse a cash call with a harvest. They hear cash call and they think, oh, that's how I get my profits. But no, no, no. According to the doctrine, these two things are fundamentally different, like philosophically different. One is you leaving the game, the other is you collecting your winnings while staying in the game. So what in the world is a cash call then? Well, think of it like pulling the emergency brake. It's you activating your safety guarantee. It's you saying, hey, I'd like my initial 10 bucks back, please. It's an exit. It's a proof of concept to show you that your capital is safe. But let's be super clear. It is not a profit mechanism. Not at all. Okay, so if the cash call isn't the goal, what is? What are we actually aiming for here? Well, the best way to wrap your head around the real strategy is with this great analogy. And here it is, laid out perfectly. You've got two completely different philosophies. On one hand, the cash call. That's like taking your one single seed and just walking away. Sure, you've got your seed back, but that's where the story ends. But then you have the infinite harvest. Now that's about planting that seed and growing an entire forest. It's a strategy for staying, for participating, and for reaping the rewards from a system that just keeps producing. Okay, so how does this forest actually grow? I mean, where does the value come from? To get that, we need to dive into this really fascinating framework called economic physics. And it's not just some dry financial model. It's presented as like a model of actual creation. First up, we have massa, or mass. This is your $10. But here's the critical part. It's never spent or invested in the traditional sense. The word they use is allocated. It doesn't go into some risky venture. It's just there. It's a stable, secure foundation. That's the actual stuff that a cash call gives back to you. All right, so if your money is the mass, what's the energia, or energy? Well, that's the engine. It's the automated system powered by the web and the personal savings helper app that does all the work. It's the active force that acts on your stable mass. This is what creates that saving on autopilot effect everyone talks about. Basically, it's the part that does the heavy lifting for you. So you've got your stable mass and you've got this active energy. What happens when you put them together? Well, this is where the magic happens. According to the doctrine, this combination kicks off a really powerful process, a process of digital creation. And they call this process digital fusion. It's pretty straightforward, really. Step 1, you allocate your mass, your saved 10 bucks. Step 2, the system applies its energy, all that automation we just talked about. And boom, step 3, something totally new is created. It's called the own-dated web quantum. Think of this as the fruit that grows on the trees in your forest. It's the results of this digital creation that you actually harvest as your income. And check this out. This shows you what that harvest actually is. And it's not just one thing. It's a constant flow from 4 different sources, all coming from that one fusion process. You're getting liquid gains from Webcashmatic. You're getting personal power through the PSH app. You're getting fiscal benefits from WebTaxmatic. And you even get access to innovation like AI. This is the forest. See? It's so much more than just that one little seed. This is another crucial point, and it's all about using the right words. We have to correct our thinking here. You're not earning juro, which is like interest. That would imply you loaned someone money. Instead, you're receiving renda, that's income or yield. It's a share of actual production. It's a reward for being part of the system, not just a payment for a debt. Okay, let's pull all these threads together. What's the big idea here? What's the core philosophy that drives this whole economic physics thing? You know, it really boils down to this. Every single piece of this puzzle we've looked at, the mass, the energy, the 4 streams of renda, it's all designed for one purpose, to reward people for longevity and participation. It's built to benefit those who stick around and help grow the forest. That cash call, it's your safety net for sure, but using it means you're opting out of the whole production process. You're walking away from the harvest. And that brings us to this final quote, which just nails the whole concept. Quem sai leva a semente, quem fica colhe a floresta. He who leaves takes the seed. He who stays harvests the forest. It's a powerful idea, and it really leaves you with one big question to think about. When you participate in this economy, what's your goal? Are you just here to take your seed and go home? Or are you here to grow the whole forest?